there's so many highly notable performers in this flick.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And also, you didn't watch it, correct, X?
No, I didn't. Like I said last time, I tried watching it probably back in like 2020 when I had all the time in the world, and I got through the first 10 minutes, which the movie I know opens with a criminal faking his own suicide or pulling an Epstein, and then the kids themselves, I was like, oh man, I don't know if I could do this, so I stopped it. And then literally the same day you suggested the Goonies, my partner was watching the Goonies. I got through the same amount of time and was like, I'm going to go take a nap. So, no, I've not seen it. I'm excited to see what got Roger bumbling like a baby over there.
Okay, so first of all, I wasn't bubbling like a baby. All I said was, I remember watching this as a kid and not getting as emotional as I did during this watch.
Yeah, a bumbling baby.
Yeah.
Just like a sopping wet idiot.
No, I wasn't sopping wet over Goonies.
He was over there like Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar.
You wore a white t-shirt and you could see everything after you were done sobbing over the
Because I made it so wet?
Yeah, because you made your shirt so wet.
We're not going to get into
like your
nipples on this podcast. Okay? We already did enough of that on the last one earlier
we definitely
today.
mentioned nipples in Paranormal Dudes today.
And let me make this clear, Roger. That's awesome of you. And I'm glad you're so in touch with your emotions. That can be hard to do as a man of your generation.
What? Are
you going to explain that?
Are you Gen Z, Jett?
I am technically Gen Z.
That explains a lot.
Wow,
Baron.
Okay, I'll skibbity my Sigma somewhere else. Not Gen Z lingo.
Isn't that Gen Alpha?
Explicitly, yeah.
Anyways, Gen boomers? Are these boomers in this movie?
Josh Brolin's 56 years old. I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, this is a boomer movie.
Oh, wait, he's only 56?
It's a boomer movie.
That would make him Gen X.
Oh, Generation Strange?
The Sorcerer Supreme generation?
Hold on, I gotta see what's going on here. Goonies. Is this the cold open? Are we cold open?
Is this it?
At some point there was a cold open, and so much of that's going to need to be cut down for it to be a good cold open.
Yeah, no, you're right. 56-year-old is the Gen X.
Yeah, that'd be Gen X.
I'll tell you what, I'm feeling cold and I'm feeling open.
Well, I'm feeling wet and emotional.
And I'm feeling ready to start this podcast.
Well, hello, listeners, and welcome back to the podcast, where we watch a movie and dare to ask the question, do Goonies ever say die? We are three unpaid interns who have been locked away in the basement somewhere in Hollywood and forced to churn out sequels to movies that nobody asked for. So grab some popcorn, maybe a skull or two, and meet us on the ground floor of Sequel Factory. I am Roger.
I'm Jett.
And I'm X.
Hey, you guys. It's the Goonies.
Hey.
Roger and I watched the Goonies. X didn't.
X, why didn't you watch the Goonies?
Why didn't you watch the Goonies,
because
bitch?
It was not my time down here. My time.
I'm sorry, that's not me.
God.
Was not for the Goonies.
Which character is this?
I've been getting meaner on this podcast.
Really breaking
Is there something going on at home? Is there something going on in your corner of the basement, Jett?
Roger lent the slightest criticism my way once.
Oh, that you don't cuss a lot?
No, that I talk too much.
Oh, yeah.
And I use up all the good plot ideas.
It's not that you use them up. You say them before we get the dumb ones out.
So, Michael, I just need to let the dumb ones come out before I say a good idea.
We need to like, what's that called? Cut the chaff? Is that what it is? What's that called? How do you say it?
Sure.
X, why didn't you watch the Goonies?
Why didn't you watch the Goonies, bitch? I'm sorry. I thought it'd be funny.
Do you want to do another cut?
Time.
Do you want to do it again? Just give it to us clean?
Yeah.
No.
I could cue you in.
No, it's okay.
Okay, X, why didn't you watch the Goonies?
Okay.
All right, I was sure Jett was going to go
again.
me
too.
Third verse different from the first. Rule of threes, which is that on the third time, do nothing.
You do not.
You know what?
The rule is stick to twos.
I'm not sure I'm all that much of a Richard Donner fan, so... or Chris Columbus, or that jackass
Steven Spielberg.
No, I was gonna try to be mean to one of the actors in this movie.
Sean Astin.
On him. No,
you can't be mean to Sean Astin.
No, you're not allowed to be.
At every age and every role, he's an absolute darling.
Corey Feldman.
Oh, yeah. You can be as mean as you want to Corey Feldman.
Dunk Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman is a overinflated volleyball of a person.
Like the character he played in this movie, I feel was a blueprint for the rest of his life.
Corey Feldman as himself.
So X, do you want to know what Goonies is about?
Yeah.
Not really, but I guess if we must for the show.
For sequel purposes, you're going to need to know at least a little bit.
What do you think Goonies is about?
Ooh, that's fun.
What's your general impression of Goonies? Because I remember when I was growing up, I had not seen Goonies, and I kind of thought Goonies was one thing, and then when I watched Goonies the first time, it was not what I expected. And I had a kind of similar experience this time, weirdly.
So I've heard bits and pieces about the Goonies over the years, just through the zeitgeist, right?
Right.
Family Guy, people talking about their favorite 80s properties and stuff. I'm going to guess, because I've seen the intro, I'm going to guess that these bank robbers, or whatever the hell they are, bust the guy out of prison, have to stash their loot. The Goonies go in search of treasure, which actually ends up being quite the adventure. Don't they fight like a sunken pirate ship or something? And
I'm not telling you
shit.
Cut
out a whole thing.
I'm not telling you anything.
They cut out a whole thing with like a giant squid and so on and so forth. And then apparently it gets emotional enough that Roger just bawls his eyes out, man.
It gets so sopping. Disgustingly wet.
Okay, listen.
He looks like two dogs stacked on top of each other, and both of them are wet.
Yeah.
This bit sucks. So, for the most part, X, you're pretty on the nose.
They're not bank robbers, and they don't stash loot. The bad guys are very small like Italian crime family called the Fratellis. You know, the rock band. Who break one of their, it's like a mom and her 3 children. But at first it's only 2. They break one of them out of prison, and then run off to a lighthouse where they're going to be counterfeiting $50 bills. $50 bills.
$50 bill.
This is why we can't use big bills in stores. Okay.
Yeah, it's because of the Fratellis.
Meanwhile, all of these kids who sort of call themselves outcasts, the Goonies, they just call themselves that.
Yeah, because they're from the Goondocks.
Is that
right?
Is that something?
So the reason they call themselves the Goonies is because they are from an area known as the Goondocks, right? On the western shore of a town in Oregon.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of context clues you really have to listen for, but yes, that...
Yeah, because I was looking for an explanation for why they were called Goonies.
And unfortunately, a lot of their houses are about to be demolished to make room for what we could assume to be the bumpiest, most oceanic golf course you could imagine.
Okay, it's a golf course. I missed that.
Right.
Yeah, there's a nasty man with a nasty son. They're gonna take all these houses and everyone's gotta move out, and the Goonies are gonna get broken up.
Yeah.
Then they find a treasure map and a medallion, a doubloon, in their attic, and recall an old story from Sean Astin's childhood, where his father told him about a pirate, One-Eyed Willy, who got a whole bunch of treasure and then stashed it and then killed his entire crew so that no one would ever get out and reveal the location of the treasure.
Right, and there was something about a guy, Copperhead, Copper Mill, Copper Bottom,
Copper.
It wasn't Copperpot, was it?
Not Copperpot.
It doesn't matter.
That's not important.
There was an external adventurer who set out to find this treasure, and he never came back. Right? He went out to look for it and never came back to society.
So where'd the map in the doubloon come from?
That's a good question. Surely some of his crew must have gotten out to spread the legend, which is never revisited, but it is implied
but the line,
that someone managed to escape.
Yeah, even the kids question that. Like, if all of the crew had died, then how is the story being told, right?
Right.
But surely one of his crew must have escaped, and the map with it, and the doubloon. And the doubloon has holes in it that match up with certain landmarks that you have to be standing in a very specific spot for. And only one of the kids speaks Spanish, and the map that they have is in Spanish. And
yeah. It's Corey Feldman who speaks Spanish. They also call him Mouth.
Mouth. Oh, yeah. X. They have fun little nicknames.
They all have fun names. Jeff Cohen plays Chunk.
His name is Lawrence.
But
yeah,
the Truffle Shuffle.
We know why.
The Truffle Shuffle.
He does do the Truffle Shuffle.
Okay.
Which is kind of just spasming.
It doesn't look like a choreographed thing.
Not much of a shuffle. Not much of a truffle, even.
It looks like he's in pain.
K. Hui Kwan plays Data.
Yeah.
Data, he's an inventor.
He's a gadget kid. He's got gadgets. Corey Feldman is just a little piece of work the whole time. And then Mikey, Sean Astin, he's just kind of like a starry-eyed. He's a very kind of spiritual presence in the film. Like, he's always like gazing longingly into the distance, like imagining what's possible. And he very quickly becomes attached to the legend of One-Eyed Willy as a sort of like almost like divine figure to him. Well, it's fascinating.
You have to keep in mind, like, this is his last, hurrah. They all have to leave soon. This is his chance to finally build a memory that they can hold on together and have for the rest of their time, right? They're not going to see each other again. I mean,
yeah, his idea is one last Goonies adventure before we all have to go our separate ways. Mikey's older brother is Brandon, or Brand, played by Josh Brolin, who's like a teenager, who's watching over. They tie up Brandon, then run off to follow the map and find it to an old abandoned restaurant on top of a locale where surely the treasure must be hidden. They sneak inside only to find themselves encountering the Fratellis, who are gonna cut out Corey Feldman's tongue. And then they go down into the basement, and then they leave, and then the Fratellis leave, and then they come back, and then they go into the basement, and they go down through the basement, and then the rest of the movie is in tunnels, pretty much.
Right. I was kind of hoping...
like the second half...
Yeah, they did find a mutant man.
They did find a mutant man, which is a terrible thing to call him, really. Probably true. But either way, they find Sloth, an intellectually disabled man with incredible strength.
Probably one of the most likable characters.
Oh, yeah. Chunk gets left behind, makes friends with Sloth.
Right. They ask Chunk, who gets locked in a freezer with a body, to go find the police. But he immediately gets caught and thrown into the same cell as Sloth,
I gotta say,
lumpy man.
They're so mean to Chunk.
I mean,
in this film.
So I feel worse for the actor, who, as a child, was told, "Listen, you're gonna be the butt of a lot of fat jokes here."
And that is why we are hiring
And that's exactly why you've been cast, you see. Christopher Columbus had one thing in mind, and it's fat kid. You are it.
Yeah, we're going to make a movie with you, fat kid. And in the movie, you're the fat kid.
Yeah, he wouldn't think of Macaulay Culkin for another few years.
What's funny about that?
No. Daniel Radcliffe wasn't even in the picture.
Though Daniel Radcliffe, no, I'm thinking of something else. No, Sean Astin did do a movie with Macaulay Culkin called, I think, Bad Seed.
No, you're thinking of The Good Son.
Macaulay Culkin, am I?
Oh, wait, maybe you're, hold on.
You said that so confidently, Roger.
The Good Son, starring Macaulay Culkin, also has, it has Elijah Wood and Rory.
It is The Good Son.
And Rory Culkin and Quinn Culkin.
Or
hey, this whole family's in this movie.
Right, The Bad Seed is an older movie
Sorry.
about a bad seed. But The Good Son is a newer movie about a bad seed, where Macaulay Culkin is just a real piece of work.
Rotten kid. We should watch that movie.
Really nasty to
anyway,
Sean Astin. No, it's not Sean Astin. That's Elijah Wood, who's in The Good Son. Yeah. I can't get anything right.
So, long story short, we are going to cut this short. Last week we spent a lot of time talking about the first movie. They spend a lot of time in tunnels being chased by the Fratellis. There's a little bit of teenager romance that happens throughout, and a little bit of confusion with braces. There's a few famous lines that you might recognize, like "Somebody's coming," and
Goonies never say die.
Goonies never say die.
Which is established right then, never comes up
Not
again.
once do they say it or bring it back. There's also...
in my head, that's a very significant line that comes back into play at a pivotal moment in the film because it's so iconic. No, just a thing
not the case.
that Mikey says once.
There's a part where you absolutely have to know how to play piano to find the treasure, or you die.
Yes.
Let's see.
Lots of booby traps.
Plenty of booty traps.
That's what I said. Booty traps.
Now, X, that was comedy gold, what we just did.
Yeah. Sort of a twist around on the movie, bit from the movie The Goonies.
Okay. All right.
But you wouldn't know that because you didn't watch it.
Hey, why didn't you watch Goonies?
You bitch.
Oh, man.
And then at the end of the film... they find the treasure, right? All the kids, they go down a water slide, and I'm not making that up. They go down a water slide. They find a massive, it's not a set, it's a real ship that was built for this movie.
In a huge cave.
In a massive cave, and they get onto it, and they're looking around, and they can't find the treasure, and eventually they find it, and there's this really sweet moment between Sean Astin and a skeleton. And
the skeleton of One-Eyed
Willy.
Once again, a magnetic, soulful performance.
Yeah, very good.
From this kid. He is so transfixed and in wonderment.
Like imagine finding out
what they're uncovering.
That like your favorite mythology was true. Like coming face to face with God.
Yeah, no, it's like you go down into a whole bunch of caves and then like deep down underground you find Hatsune Miku. And you're like, Hatsune Miku.
You're real.
You're real.
And I'm gonna take your treasure.
It was all true.
And I'm gonna
and you're a skeleton.
I'm gonna empty out my marble bag to fill it with
Hatsune Miku's diamonds.
Anyway, so they find the treasure, but the Fratellis catch up with them. There's this... this scene is kind of blurry, and I just watched it.
It's because you were sobbing so much like a baby boy.
All of my wet tears were in the way. And there's a mess around where Sloth and Chunk show up, and Sloth, gives them the beat down. It's insinuated that Sloth is deformed because his mother dropped him a couple times. And
which is odd.
Is Sloth one of the Italian family?
Yes.
Sloth is the sort of like the third brother who they mistreat horribly because he is different.
Because he looks different.
He's very strong. They chain him up in the basement of their little counterfeit shack.
Which he breaks the chains immediately because of Candy.
Yeah. And makes good friends with Chunk.
Yes, he and Chunk.
And they say I love you to each other a lot.
They feed each other chocolate.
It's really sweet and heartwarming.
There is a moment where Sloth, the grown man, gives Chunk the child a kiss on the lips.
It's really sweet and heartwarming.
Right.
You love it, X.
X, here's what I'll say. After this episode, I do want you to watch this movie.
You should. It's good.
So the denouement of the film is that they escape right, from the Fratelli family, but they leave all the treasure behind, and they're all kind of heartbroken about it. And as the Fratellis are ransacking the ship, they trigger one last booby trap, and the cave starts to fall apart. And all the kids...
And One-Eyed Willy's ship goes... Well,
yeah,
they all escape.
Yeah.
And the cops show up, and all of their parents are there.
And like a news station.
And you were there. And you were there. And they're like, oh, and then the bad guy who's trying to take all the houses shows up and is like, give me your houses.
Now's the time.
This so I can take your houses. And that's what he sounds
right
like.
Now.
And right now. And then as the dad of Sean Astin is signing away his house, and it's soon to come to the rest of them as well, a Hispanic woman.
Yeah, a woman that was hired to help
of the
pack
movie.
Their house in the beginning.
Right. She finds in Mikey's marble bag all them gemstones.
Yeah. The Fratellis didn't bother checking a bag of marbles. So they find a bunch of gemstones, and it is assumed in this moment that they are going to use these incredibly rare and enormous gems.
Massive.
To put down as like
we're talking ring pops.
Collateral for a loan to keep their house or something, or to just buy their property.
Could be.
Because the day is essentially saved in that moment. And then the Fratellis show up and the cops are like, freeze, motherfuckers! And there's a moment where they try to... They're afraid of Sloth because he's a terrifying man beast. And all the kids get in the way. They're like, no, he's good. And let's see.
And then he picks up a cop.
He picks up a cop one-handed.
And they don't immediately start shooting him, which is the most unrealistic part of this movie.
It was semi-realistic because Sloth
adventure.
is definitely a white man.
True.
Yeah. So as they're all, sitting around, and it's kind of a celebratory moment, everything's kind of calming down. A cop looks in the distance and he's like, "Oh my God!" And they see that the last booby trap that was triggered raised the anchor of the ancient ship, and it's now sailing on its own out to sea.
There it goes. Well, Roger, that is how ships sail.
What do you mean?
The wind?
Okay, it was in a cave, Jett. Where's the wind coming from?
It goes into the cave, loops around.
All right. Now, I don't want to sit here and babble about all the ins and outs of operating the sails and jibs of a sailing ship, especially one with three masts.
And I'll lose. I do want to argue it, and I'll lose that fight.
It takes a village, so to speak, and this thing is going on nothing but a prayer and a bunch of skeletons. And like, the kids know this thing is like
Jolly Roger over
weighed
here.
down with gold, and everyone's just kind of waving goodbye. And as this CGI pirate ship is sailing off into the sunset, the credits roll.
It's not CGI.
It's probably
the 80s.
motion at that point.
Oh, sure. I mean, it had to have been like...
I think it's just a model they superimposed onto the ocean.
But yeah, that's where the movie ends.
And all of the ship's dialogue is ADR.
Don't get me started.
Okay. All right. So that gives us some sequel potential right there.
Any questions?
Yes. The skeleton in the cave. Did it only have one eye?
It did.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, really?
In fact, it doesn't even seem that that One-Eyed Willy
lost the eye.
Lost an eye. His one eye socket is covered over with bone.
Right.
So he was born with one eye on one side of his face.
Well, okay.
He built different.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Keep going. And there's a lot of other skeletons on this ship. It's a skeleton-heavy flick.
Yeah, one of them lost both eyes, definitely.
Yeah.
The most famous actor
both eyes
in this movie.
Knives got him right in his both eyes.
Yeah, 2 knives, 2 eyes, no eyes.
Okay. The most famous actor in this movie, Josh Brolin. What does he do?
Oh, he's there with them most of the time. At first they get away from him and like sort of like tie him up at the house so they can go on their little adventure.
Oh wait, Sean Astin's character is like kind of a bubble boy. He has an inhaler. He has really bad like hay fever. He's allergic to a lot of stuff. It's insinuated that a lot of his body is failing him.
Is it?
At the very end of the movie when What's-Her-Face is like, hey, keep kissing girls the way you do. Your kissing parts work better than the parts of you that don't, or something like that.
I think that's because he is a prepubescent boy, Roger.
Well,
I think that's what that bit means.
C'est la vie. if that's how you use that phrase.
Right.
Could be. I won't check.
I think I got the gist of it.
Oh, also, Data.
Oh my God, this is the reason I was sad. At the end of the movie, you find out that his father...
so great because he's this inventor. He's got all kinds of gadgets. Yeah. He's got a little punch glove. He's got a little grappling hook with little wind up chompy teeth.
He's got little blinding lights,
flashlights.
He's got oil slick shoes.
He's so cool. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Data so bad.
Yes, Data's a great character. Now his father, at the end of the film, wants to take a picture of his son and a police officer, and he opens his trench coat a la like a pervert flasher, but a sort of accordion camera, like film camera, pops out, and he's going to take a picture, but then all the film falls out the back, and Data's like, "It's okay, Dad, like, you're still great," or whatever. And his dad, in, I think, Cantonese or Chinese, says, "You're my greatest invention." And I was like, oh, I never knew my dad. So.
Mm-hmm. And that was the water slide that was in the movie that Roger referenced earlier.
That was me.
It was his face, his cheeks.
If you want a sure way to get Roger to become a bumbling baby, it's add a father storyline.
But that's like every. I just started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and Jake, like the first 2 episodes was like, "Oh yeah, my dad left when I was this old." Like every show has this character's father is gone.
I cried at the end of Kong Skull Island for the opposite reason.
Because the dad shows up.
Because
right.
Because the dad who had been lost on the island gets to go home.
Oh, that's such a good moment, though.
His wife and son. And eat a hot dog, and I'm like, oh,
he's eating a hot dog.
Freaking gets me. It's so he wanted a hot dog because he's been on Skull Island.
So, X, do you have any immediate ideas for a sequel, or maybe even a prequel? Do we follow One-Eyed Willy?
Well, here's my idea so far. Okay, the ship, when it's dislodged, no one thinks, oh, hey, there's a ton of treasure on there. Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Instead, they just let it float out into sea.
Correct.
And it comes across a misty glade at some point. Falling short on words here. It magically, the whole crew comes back to life, but they're still skeletons by the moonlight.
Whoa.
And,
okay. And Captain Jack Sparrow owes them money or like a single coin.
This is when we find out that Captain Jack Sparrow is immortal. He's just been traveling the seas, and it becomes a crossover. No, we do crossovers too much.
Okay, so here's the idea. One-Eyed Willy cannot become the president. None of these characters get to go to hell.
No nuclear weapons.
No nuclear weapons. No.
Dang.
Do we have goes to hell on the off-limits list, or are we adding that just now?
We sent the plant, the mushroom from White House of Horrors to hell.
Audrey 3.
We had sent to hell.
It was Frank Oz.
Played by Frank Oz.
I think we can still use hell
fine.
If we need to.
If anything,
we've only
we can
done
go
it
to
once,
a lava-based location.
Ooh.
I do like the idea of the ship needing to go through the trials of hell for these guys to be reborn and reclaim their gold. Or we could just make a movie about Data and the Josh Brolin character being like badass detectives in Astoria, Oregon, and solving mysteries, I guess.
There's an important bit of context.
Yeah.
Since the time I suggested this film last episode, and us watching and recording this episode today, there has been significant buzz about the Goonies 2. which is a greenlit project that is happening, that people are working on, because apparently this week was the 40th anniversary of the Goonies by complete accident.
Complete accident.
So, like,
wink.
The Goonies 2 is almost definitely actually going to happen, and most of the cast is allegedly on board to return in some way.
Even Corey Feldman?
Even Corey Feldman.
Okay.
So
there's a very important line in the movie. We discussed it earlier, but Goonies never say die.
They don't.
What if we opened up on a funeral?
Crap.
But no one at the funeral's allowed to make a eulogy involving the word die.
True. Because Goonies never say
No,
it.
they're not allowed to.
Who do we kill Feldman?
So there's a couple options here.
Can we kill Feldman?
We can kill a parent, we can kill Sloth, or we can kill Corey Feldman. Not the character, the actor.
See, I was going to suggest Sloth. I don't know how lovable
Probably
he was.
Sloth.
But, yeah.
It's not a very sensitive sort of representation of a disabled person. So it's probably better to just bury that and not think about it.
Okay, but we can kill him in like a really heroic way.
True.
Right? If you've ever read the screenplay Dog Sees God, that play opens up...
A normal thing that everyone's done.
That play opens up on the funeral of Snoopy, right? A dog that got rabies by eating a yellow bird. And it's extremely depressing, but it sets the tone for the play. Whereas this movie, we could have this lovable character who is extremely strong and like unfortunately representative of a certain community, do something heroic off screen. We never see it happen, but in doing so does pass away.
Okay. We gotta talk big concepts, because the first Goonies is an adventure. It's a pirate thing, right? It's kids going on an adventure that's not, and they're not pirate themed, but the MacGuffin is pirates.
Sure.
You know what's funny to me is that, like, surely pirates was exciting to kids back then because of something in the filmmaker's childhood where they're like, oh, pirate swashbucklers were the best back when I was a kid. And now we have the same issue where Pirates of the Caribbean was huge when we were kids and still interesting. So what's something else that could... Star Wars?
I'm being really cool right now because pirates are still really important to me.
Yeah, we know, Jolly Roger. Listeners of the podcast might not know or realize.
I have the
that
word.
This man's a pirate man.
I have the word
At this point,
scallywag tattooed on my body.
Yeah.
We met over him buying a shirt from Sears that had a bunch of octopus tentacles on it.
That was for
and they
different
didn't have the
reasons,
size it needed, so we went to order one online. And as we were checking out, I said, "Hey, you are a crazy personality. Would you ever want to be in YouTube videos sometime?"
I'm positive we've spoken about this.
And that's when Roger revealed that he was the pirate guy from Dodgeball. And it's been a beautiful relationship ever since. Yes. Yeah.
and Roger tells me, "Oh, I already do YouTube videos."
And then a legacy was born.
And
I'm pretty sure, Jen, I'm pretty sure you were on a YouTube video on my gaming channel called Jolly Roger Gaming.
Oh yeah.
Hey, where you guys played Sea of Thieves, yeah?
Yes.
We did.
That's where you coined the phrase, what was it? The ocean sure is wet, I think.
I don't remember. And you remember things that I've said in that video much better than I do.
I remember we were talking about how if we were named like dwarves, how like, oh, this is Oin, son of Gloin or whatever, I would be Pelvis, son of Elvis. That's recorded somewhere.
Maybe that's a character that can show up in the Goonies too.
Pelvis, you're here.
Okay, so there's like high fantasy, like it could be knights.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It could be like remnants of ancient knights.
Yeah.
It could
kind
be
of Arthurian
like cowboys. Arthurian,
like Knights of the Round Table.
Arthurian.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, we are. Definitely. I was referencing the movie.
You know what? I like cowboys. I like cowboys because kids
Cowboys
have
are
like
cool.
a weird sort of obviously like John Wayne-esque understanding of cowboys, and not at all the real thing where it was just a bunch of brothels set up in cow towns to keep people from
ancient
killing
cowboy
each other.
treasure
In a brothel, yes.
In a brothel. They have to find the lost brothel of...
Bring it home.
Slippery...
Okay, here we go. Slippery Jane?
Slippery pelvis.
Slippery Jane.
Grandfather
That's...
Elvis.
Yeah, Slippery Jane, the West's most notorious prostitute.
Okay.
Well, see, this is because we're going for 80s PG, like the Goonies, where they can swear a lot and make plenty of sexual references.
You say they swear a lot. Pretty sure Chunk is the only
Mostly
one who
Chunk,
says
yeah.
shit.
They're looking for the lost wealth of How did they end up in the West? Or was it? Or
It's
did they?
it's
did
always
she
in the West. This is in
like,
Oregon.
leave the West? And it's true. I was thinking coastal, and I was thinking like desert. But you know, the entire city of Seattle was essentially built on like sex work culture.
Well, the entire city
was
of
actually there.
Fort Worth, where you live, was built on brothels.
No, but I mean, there's actually a very specific figure who was a woman who like ran all of the brothels in early Seattle and donated like insane amounts of money towards like building up the city and making it what it was.
I mean, yeah, we could just play with that legend.
Yeah, we can move up to
Yeah, right,
Seattle.
and that's literally like there is like a Seattle underground. You know, there is like this whole like sort of underground buried city underneath Seattle. So maybe there's stuff related to that, and to her, they'd have to end up in Seattle somehow.
Sure, I love it. Well, here's my suggestion, right?
Yeah.
Sean Astin's character is the one with the jewels, right? Is that Josh Brolin's brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the end of the first movie, they find the jewels. They never go into it, right? They never explain what they're going to do with it. What if their dad was just so
it is assumed.
What if their dad was so greedy, he was like, fuck this house, let's go live somewhere better, and then they move up to Seattle.
That sucks. That sucks so bad.
But it is something an adult would do.
Oh my god. They were already gonna move.
Yeah, but now they get the money from the golf company that's gonna buy the land, and they get the money from the jewels.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And now they're in Seattle.
I mean, like, is this going to be starring the original actors, or is there going to be a new cast of kids who has to sort of follow in the footsteps of the original Goonies and uncover a mystery that the Goonies failed to solve in the same way as that one explorer dude failed to find One-Eyed Willy's treasure? But then they find them all alive in time stasis underneath Seattle.
Now here's the thing. If we watch The Goonies today, a sequel to The Goonies, would it be interesting to see a bunch of 50-year-old men going on like a wild goose chase? Or would it be more interesting to see their kids doing so?
Oh, that's a story.
Maybe we can also get like some little girls represented in this one too, a little bit more.
True.
Yeah.
There are some teenage girls as well who are go along on the adventure. Messed up of us not to mention them. They're not in the original, like, they don't start off being, but they kind of join the cast. Right. But that's you mentioned the teenager romance. But yeah, there's also Andy and Steph, played by Cary Green and Martha Plimpton, respectively.
Steph, by the way,
they're actually pretty great.
Hardcore non-binary vibes from this character.
Massively butch.
Yes.
Like, absolutely.
That being said, Happy Pride.
Happy Pride reacts very negatively towards like seeing Andy and Brand kiss at one point. It's like, ugh, gross. And that could be because she's young. Probably because she gay. Good for them.
Probably because she gay.
Because she gay.
Okay.
What was that?
All right, so what?
That was my microphone stand.
Okay.
Don't comment on it.
Sorry,
Your
we'll cut
microphone
that.
stand makes some weird
I'm
noises.
insecure.
No, I'm keeping it in. Let's see.
I think I don't want to do the kids angle. I think, okay, let's start. I think like the Goonies probably like managed to get more wealth out of that ship, honestly. Like finders fees, or like whatever the thing is where if you like find treasure, you get to own it. That is like a thing. Like they all have rights to this money.
Well, at least a little sack of jewels. I don't know about the whole ship.
I think the whole ship, like I think there's laws. Like if you find buried treasure, that's your treasure. As long as it's past a certain time.
Or if it's like not on
here's my question.
like government property.
So did the Italian family get crushed?
No, they got arrested.
Just arrested.
Okay. So what if they break out again? And this time
Yeah.
they're like in their 80s.
They're going after some
or
new
something.
children.
Yeah.
I will say they would have been charged for murder.
Yes, they did kill 2 people at the start of the movie.
Well, which is why they would have to break out.
Right.
Oh, true.
So we could literally have the whole cast again.
I think it's a new group of kids that are from the same town as the original Goonies, and they're embarking on an adventure following in the footsteps of the original Goonies, who used all of the wealth from the pirate ship to sort of continue to do treasure hunting as they got older and older and older, and they are trying to solve the mystery that defeated the original Goonies.
So you're so close. The POV of the funeral at the beginning is from these local kids watching the original Goonies kind of mourn the loss of their good friend, but Lawrence Chunk, he kind of goes mad with this loss, and he goes into hiding, and he goes missing because he's so distraught about this. But what else is missing?
What else is missing?
The treasure.
I'm on pins and needles. The Goonies treasure.
The whole treasure?
I figured they probably did a lot more treasure hunting, and they probably have like even more wealth.
Oh yeah, no, at this point the town has
original.
like a statue of these kids, right? Because they're now like treasure hunters. This is what they do now.
Yeah. But maybe there was one job that was too tough, and that was the Seattle job.
The Seattle job,
the lost
Sloth
treasure
died.
of Slippery Jane.
Slippery Jane killed
and
Sloth.
that's where Sloth. Oh my God, Slippery Jane's terrible traps.
Okay, I really like this. It's giving National Treasure.
Yeah.
with the well, I guess National Treasure has treasure, but with brothel workers instead of the founding fathers.
The only thing those movies were missing.
Fun fact: National Treasure was the movie that made me want to start writing movies because it was so fun.
I believe all of the that's cute X. I believe in Seattle, these like sex workers, since they had to like have their names on legal documents for like donations on legal documents, I think they're all labeled as seamstresses.
Oh sure.
So you could play into that movie where the kids are like, well, why would a seamstress be so wealthy? And like anyone who's older is just like, like wait, hand waves it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think they lost Sloth to Slippery Jane's terrible traps as they were in Seattle and sort of return home disgraced to mourn. And then, Lawrence goes off missing to try to finish the job. And the other Goonies are like, we've got our own kids. We've got families. We're too old for this. But you know what? And I think they're like not going to even try to support these other kids. But maybe like, I would honestly say probably Sean Astin's character like sees a hunger, right? And a magic in the eyes of these kids and just like slips them a map.
I see myself in all of you.
even though it's not safe, I can't deprive you of this.
Right.
You know? And so they run off and run away from home.
Wait, before the kids go to Seattle to subdue Slippery Jane, they head off toward the Goonies Museum where they steal a bunch of inventions
of Data's
of Data's inventions. So they each have a role to play with the tools that he provides them unknowingly.
Oh my, yeah, he's probably like maybe he's like even the curator of the museum.
Yeah. Oh, he left the door.
He goes
unlocked.
full Q. Uh-huh. Oh no, I like that too. Like, I love the idea that like this is cute actually. Every single one of the individual Goonies like isn't willing to like
go, but they help out
to show to their friends that they are willing to endanger these kids. But individually, every single one of the Goonies is like, "Hey kid, don't tell the others," and is actually helping them out secretly.
It's wonderful.
So this is all pretty good.
That's cute as hell.
We need a threat though. Some kind of enemy that's holding them back or stands in their way.
What if it's Chunk?
Right. Huh.
No, Chunk is missing, right?
Yeah,
Chunk is missing.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to stop him from getting the treasure?
True. It could be, that could be heartwarming if Chunk is kind of like working against them and is trying to stop them because his best friend.
Yeah.
But didn't we establish that they're looking
on
for
this
Chunk?
quest?
Well, they're looking for the lost treasure of Slippery Jane. However, Chunk is stopping them from venturing further than he did.
Right, but isn't the inciting incident that Chunk went missing and they wanted to find Chunk?
Yeah, but they don't know where he is.
Maybe we scrap that and have it so that Chunk is the only one who's actually against what's happening, and he's following them like the Fratellis.
What incentive would the kids have then to go on this treasure in a completely different state than where they are now?
Late stage capitalism. They're looking for treasure.
They need a way to help their parents pay for
anything.
Yeah, literally anything.
Guy coming back.
Could be, at this point, normal rent.
Yeah, I imagine rent in Astoria, Oregon is pretty up there.
Yeah, especially with all those statues of the original Goonies.
All of their homes are owned by the BlackRock Group.
The property value there, it's got to be huge.
Uh-huh. Like Oceanside? Yeah.
This is all pretty good. Honestly, I'm not playing right now. Like, I enjoy this sequel idea.
I think this is actually a really good idea for a Goonies sequel with an incredible amount of heart and charm that gives all of the original characters like important roles without it being like I really love the idea of starting with them at the funeral. So you see everyone, but then you also see these kids who probably have like snuck out of school because they see the Goonies as these legendary figures, and it's like, they're all going to be back in town again for the first time in 10 years, all in one place. And they, sneak out to like use their like binoculars to spy on the funeral from afar. And then through that, they kind of catch wind.
So, X, with everything that you've heard about the first movie and the setup that has been made so far, how do you think this movie ends?
Okay, so
it's they're in the Seattle Underground.
Hold on, Jett.
Chunk is pursuing them. I'm setting the stage.
Okay.
Here's my thing.
Chunk is pursuing them because he's gone a bit mad and does have I worry that's not a dangerous enough threat because he's not going to kill him.
He just has like a gun.
Maybe he has a gun. Maybe Chunk has a gun. I mean, I don't know how crazy I want Chunk to be. I mean, like, either way, he can be part of it. Maybe, okay, you know what? Maybe Chunk is like working with like some other bad guys. And that he doesn't think these bad guys are as dangerous as they are.
Yeah, we're gonna borrow from National
He's acting
Treasure
in the kid's
here.
best interest.
It's the same thing, right? He's working with a group of people. They come close enough to the treasure. Those people double cross him, and now we got a Benjamin Franklin Gates situation here with Chunk, and then these kids come in to help. And so these
so they're in the Seattle Underground.
hunters are after them.
They're going through all the places, encountering lots of booby traps from Slippery Jane. Booby traps.
My question is, do we want to go the Indiana Jones route, where we could have a touch of the fantastical in here, or are we just playing it straight?
Like magic is actually real?
I would want to keep it somewhat, I think, maybe ambiguous, because there's certainly like a mystical energy around some of the stuff in the Goonies. But I feel like if we go too fantasy, we kind of get it too close to being just like other franchises.
What if...
Okay, that's not what we want in Hollywood. All right. Okay, so I think these bad guys chasing the kids, you know, they corner them. They're almost there, but they're not quite to the mythical Slippery Jane brothel that holds all the treasure.
Deep underground.
And this is when Chunk comes in to save the day. You know, he comes in blasting, blam, 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 because he has a gun for some reason.
He's come back around to the idea of adventure.
You know, I think the whole movie, he's against these kids going for this treasure because he knows how dangerous these other guys are. But he comes in, he saves the day. Come to find out, he wasn't the only one who came to save the day. The other Goonies in there.
All of them are here.
They're all there. And they all come in and save the day at the same time, just like Chunk coming in with Sloth.
Hey, you guys.
And they all look at each other like, they all at the same time say, hey, you guys. And then look at each other like, what are you doing here? I thought you were. Yeah. And the fact that they're all on the same page and they actually all do still love it.
Yes. Then they defeat the bad guys, all right? And now this is it. This is the moment. They're going to enter the brothel. They're going to see the treasure, and they push open the doors, and there's nothing there because the real treasure from Slippery Jane was, in fact, the city of Seattle and all all of the oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? The philanthropy that she provided for the city itself. And as they come out of the tunnels and start wandering the streets of Seattle, they notice these little glimpses of like fascinating history that's like, oh, I can see where some of her treasure went to that and some of her treasure went to this. And there's the museum and the Capitol building or whatever. I don't know what
can the kids not get it?
Is, but yeah, like all the adults are like, whoa, yeah, no, this is great. And all the kids are like, man, this is a bummer.
This sucks.
Blah, blah. And then they learn an important lesson about civil duty and being kind to your fellow man.
And architecture.
And not hoarding treasure. And architecture, yeah.
Okay, but how do they pay rent?
They don't, Jett. Late stage capitalism.
God. Yeah, so the point of the movie is letting go.
Yeah.
The message is knowing when to fold, essentially.
That's horrible.
No, they find a secret stash in one of the kids is like, hey guys, this reveal is kind of lame, but look what I found. And it's a secret stash of photos from the brothel.
Oh no, it's a bunch of nudie photos.
No. It's a bunch of like blackmail photos of like old timey like elites. Yeah.
It's the great grandfather of the mayor who's
maybe they work with the original Goonies to like publish like a book that's like the unsung
passive income is the hero of this story. Passive income and founders' rights.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, you just have to join the owning class, I guess. No,
the point I'm trying to make is become a landlord.
Maybe there's a bunch of old deeds.
Become a landlord.
Or that they suddenly own like 4 of the buildings in Seattle because they found the old deeds.
Yeah. Or they just own Seattle. There's the whole deed to Seattle.
They're given the key to Seattle.
So the fun thing now is since we're out of time, Hey, viewers, which do you like the best? We'll film them all and do test screenings.
And hopefully one of them will earn us our freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we can only
That'd be
hope.
nice.
I think this is probably going to be better than the real Goonies.
Look,
2.
when Goonies 2 comes out and we find out that we made a better sequel, I don't know. How do we handle that?
How do we handle this?
What do we do?
Also, I
Litigation.
want to put some respect on her name. This historical figure that we're kind of basing Slippery Jane on was Madame Lou.
Yeah, I did look it up. She had a much longer German name, but yes.
Yeah, very, very important figure in the early Seattle. Yeah, it even says she became one of Seattle's wealthiest citizens and a significant landowner. So yeah, the land thing, there's a lot of... We're obviously telling us a very fictionalized version of this, but... It's actually kind of dope.
Yeah. That's
I'm gonna say
freaking
this.
sweet.
I don't think I don't think Goonies 2, the official one, is going to be brave enough to have their kids going after sex workers.
The sex magnate,
treasure.
Call it the Gooners.
Oh yeah, so that is an important note, Jett. We got to come up with a title for this sequel. Now, the Goonies 2 is boring and we're not doing it.
The Gooners. It's right there.
The Gooners is on the table. Don't goon on the table.
That title. That's for One-Eyed Willy.
Yes.
We have to leave that one behind. That's his treasure.
In the scale that activates the anchor's hoist. So, I mean,
that's for someone else to pick.
It could just be like Goonies: The Next Generation, or
Gross.
The Ballad of Slippery Jane.
Gross.
Let's see.
I mean, I feel like there's no way the sequel isn't going to be called Goonies: Never Say Die.
Yeah,
Goonies, Sloth died.
Like, there's already fake posters that call it that.
The Loss of Sloth.
Goonies.
This one's tough.
Yeah.
The Goonies Far From
What
Home.
if it's called Toonies?
Like two, like the number
TWONIES. Kind of a banjo tooie.
Why is the W there?
Because two. It's the number two.
It's the number 2 just written out as a word.
Oh, I was thinking the number 2.
Oh, like a 2 and then
N-I.
Yeah, okay, I see. No, I was thinking like
but also
it's a sequel, so Toonies.
Toonies. That looks really bad to type out.
No, it's not a great word.
What's a neighborhood of Seattle we could just add IE to the end of?
Okay, hold on a second.
The Seattle Underground is beneath Pioneer Square, which was buried when the city was rebuilt after the Great Seattle Fire.
Okay,
Pioneeries.
so Ballard,
Pioneers. Just a random place.
Soto, Belttown.
Not a random
Oh, that's
place.
Belltown.
No one knows these.
What neighborhood did you say, Jett?
Pioneer Square was the neighborhood where the actual Seattle Underground is.
Pioneer Square, I'm imagining, is somewhere in the Capital District. Oh yeah, here it is. It's it's right across from Lumen
maybe
Field.
The Goonies go north.
Goonies, but higher.
Not the
Higher
Goonies, but a Goonies sequel, because that's what this movie is.
A Goonies movie.
Goo.
Yeah.
Goon Troop.
We call it Goon Troop. A Goonies movie. A Goonies story.
What if it was called The Second Goonies? Different Goonies.
Goonies again.
The other Goonies.
Hey, you guys, a Goonies story.
It's actually by you guys.
Bye, you guys.
Because he died.
The Goonies 2. It's by you guys, the Goonies 2.
You know what? That's just gonna have to work for me. I'm realizing we didn't establish any characters or anything like that.
No, they're all going to have silly
None
little
of these-
nicknames.
They're just let's name them right
Oh,
now.
God. Okay.
Oh, we're already running over on time.
Okay, here we go. Kneecaps.
Skates.
Crazy Sandra.
Yeah.
Lipstick.
Erica.
Oh, yeah. And then there's Erica.
Just Erica.
Yeah. She's the bright-eyed protagonist.
she's the one with stars in her eyes.
Sean Astin character.
And then a couple.
Josh Brolin.
And Josh Brolin's
Josh
there.
Brolin. Yes. Just as Josh Brolin.
He's the mayor of Seattle.
We got skates. We got, what else do we say? Erica.
I hate this bit. Okay.
Okay. Cool. What are we
Bye,
doing
you
next
guys,
week?
a
Or next
Goonies story.
recording?
There's some great kids. They have traits. Someone pick a film.
Oh man, you know what I really want to watch?
It's got to be
but
one
we
that I
can't?
haven't seen.
Well, I don't think either of you have seen this. Is Megalopolis, but there is no home release. Apparently they're not doing like a streaming or physical media, so we're not going to be able to do that. But god dang, would that movie be fucking amazing for this podcast?
Goonies never rely on official channels to watch movies.
You know what? You're right.
Goonies never say pay.
If you, Jett, if you could,
It's a different kind of pirate movie.
If you could acquire this. No. You know what? No. I don't want to do Megalopolis because Roger, you need to watch that movie.
Okay.
Like,
you've told me I need to.
Right,
Yeah.
true, because Roger won't get to watch. It has to be something that Roger hasn't seen.
Right.
Something Roger hasn't seen. There's a lot of stuff Roger.
There's a
hasn't
lot of
seen.
stuff I have not seen.
I am having a brain fart, man. I had so
Have
many
you
movies in
seen-
mind, and I'm just.
Have you seen *Malignant*, Roger?
Ooh, are we gonna do a horror movie?
Malignant.
*Malignant*. Okay, if we do *Malignant*, I'm gonna break from the typical formula, and we would all have to watch *Malignant* together.
Well, then we can save
Okay.
Malignant for after this round of surrogate films.
That's gonna be my next pit, and we can cut this part out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
But
that's
we
fine.
are doing a special episode where we watch *Malignant* together. It is my favorite movie to watch with other people. Avoid learning anything about *Malignant*.
I promise to.
You've seen Next, haven't you, Roger?
I have seen Next in theaters.
In theaters? Goodness.
Yeah, I saw that movie in a movie theater.
Would have been like, what, 12, 13?
I was young, man. I think
yeah.
you know what? I was in a drive-in movie theater.
Oh, jeez.
How about Marvel's The Eternals? Because Marvel's never gonna touch that again.
I did see Marvel's The Eternal 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Whoa!
Very recently.
You're interesting.
Pick an actor, Roger.
Pick an actor?
Yeah, just an actor.
Oh, God. Okay, Ben Affleck.
Okay. Have you ever seen
Seen the Iron
Dogma?
Giant.
Of course I've seen Dogma. I own Dogma on DVD.
You have a DVD
Gone
of
Girl.
Dogma? Dude,
I
that's for
have
so much
I have a
money.
DVD of Dogma. It is at Rage's house right now, and it's still in wrapping. Like, it's never been opened.
Dude, you could sell
Hold
it for a pretty penny.
I know.
Have you seen Gone Girl?
Yes, Jenna made me watch Gone Girl.
I haven't. I don't
haven't
want
seen
to.
It's
Gone
good.
Girl? Oh my god, it's so
It's
good.
long.
I know, I haven't.
Okay, Ben Affleck. Oh,
I haven't seen The
you never
Accountant.
saw Live. Well, that one already has a sequel now.
Oh, shit.
It literally just came out. You never saw
The Flash.
Live by Night, right?
No.
Okay, I explained this movie to you because it was very funny that it had very similar plot lines to Mafia 3 while you were playing Mafia 3,
Oh, I love
except
Mafia
that
3.
it stars Ben Affleck instead of a black man doing all
Gotcha.
those things. But
Good Will Hunting.
I have seen Good Will Hunting. Okay, here I'm gonna list some movies I haven't seen from Ben Affleck. Argo, Company Men, Extract, State of Play, Smokin' Aces, Hollywoodland.
no, Smoking Aces has a sequel.
Let's
Man About Town. Surviving Christmas. Jersey Girl, Paycheck.
We are looking at the same list, yeah.
Shoot, you said one in there that... Actually, here's one that I haven't seen. Is fairly short. I'm sure Jett hasn't seen it. Was directed by Robert Rodriguez and got absolutely shit on. We could do Hypnotic.
I don't know that.
I don't know that either.
Yeah. So it's a detective investigates a mystery involving his missing daughter and a secret government program.
This is
Doesn't
recent.
really explain the movie. Yeah, it's super recent. It got absolutely destroyed by critics. But it is Robert Rodriguez and Ben Affleck, so I'd be willing to do this one.
Mystery action... it does say reality bending crimes.
Mm-hmm. It's not just like a straightforward... Yeah, it's not a straightforward like mystery. It's got like sci-fi elements to it.
Okay, we could. I'm gonna say either that or The Flash.
Oh, The Flash.
The movie
DC
The Flash?
The movie The Flash.
Okay,
like the most recent one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
because I also wait.
It's not getting a
that's
sequel.
That's up to you two because I
done.
refuse to watch that shit.
Okay, well, I'll leave it up to you, Roger. If you can flip a coin, we'll decide.
Flip a coin. Decide your fate.
Okay, give me a second. I don't have a coin. I do have some dice here.
God, I'm so scared.
Okay.
Hey, we could do dice if you want. We just do under a certain number.
Odds and evens
is one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
We'll do odds for The Flash.
Odds is Flash.
Right.
Evens is Mysterio or whatever you said.
Hypnotic. Yeah, Mysterio.
I got a 15.
Ooh, so that's The Flash,
Which
right?
is an odd number. That's The Flash. Oh, God.
How long is The Flash?
Too long.
I should have shot that down when I realized how long it could
2 hours
possibly
and 24
be.
Guys,
minutes.
if you feel this bad after learning...
We have to. If we feel this bad, we have to.
Are you sure?
I think so.
No.
Look, art comes from suffering.
Well, here, let me ask you this. Okay, because we did do Madam Web, right? Which it was a standalone movie that could technically be tied into Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe. But The Flash is directly tied in to the DC extended universe. Would that count as impeding on other already sequelized movies?
Because there are some story points that we wouldn't be able to make, right?
If we watch it pretending this is the first movie in this entire
we can do
franchise,
that with any franchise.
All right, I guess we'll do The Flash.
If you really, really, really want to do The Flash,
I really don't, but it's fine. We'll explain. It'd be better because you at least have some sort of knowledge as to the other characters in the Flash universe. So there'll be something for you to grip onto.
I think it'll be funny. I think it'll be good podcasting is the thing.
Yeah. I mean, this Madam Web was so uneventful, so maybe there'll be something here in The Flash.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Madam Web was funny. Did we ever name Madam Web too?
Yeah, it was Final Webstination.
God
damn it.
Okay, let's end this.
All right. Okay, here we go. Well, thank you everybody so much for listening. It's been awesome. I hope you had as much fun as we did. You're all beautiful. If you want to, rate us. Give us a rating. Tell us how you feel. Put it in the comments. What did we do wrong? Really drag our names through the mud.
You did everything wrong.
Be nice to me. I'm sensitive.
If this sequel does not earn us our freedom, you can't expect another episode 2 weeks from this moment. X, go!
Yeah, if you're enjoying this show, you can check us out on our other stuff. Roger and I do a podcast called Paranormal Dudes, where we read spooky-ish stories from Reddit, as well as Roger's D&D podcast, The Dirty 22, and Jett Kuso's YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jett Kuso, where he plays with toys.
True.
I want to go ahead and say that the Dirty 22 is not my show, but I am on it.
Yes. Ergo, your show. We'll catch you guys on Sequel Factory next time for part 2.
The sequel.
Continued.
Bye.
Bye.